All right, today we're about to turn these average chicken wings into the best chicken wings you've ever tasted. I've been gatekeeping the recipe. It's always been a secret. There's not much to it, but it tastes damn good. Let's do it. Yep, these are the easiest hot wings you'll ever make. They're the most delicious you'll ever taste. And before I reveal the 2 ingredients behind my back, you've got to subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Plenty of amazing content coming up for you, so make sure you do subscribe if you do love your cooking on a barbecue, particularly a Weber and particularly a Weber Genesis, because that's what we'll be using today. And today we will be cooking hot wings with Frank's Red Hot and some ghee butter. That's all you need for the most delicious wings. Let's do it. All right, first things first, we're going to need the chicken wings. Got a kilo of these. I've got half a kilo of the little mini drumsticks and obviously the wingettes as well. I do love these. These are amazing. So today we're going to get these straight onto the barbecue. It's preheated. It's pretty good. So let's get straight onto that. We'll roll these out. What's a kilo is going to give me roughly 20-ish wings, which should do you and a couple of friends. And let me tell you, these are so nice. These are the wings that you crave after you have them, that flavour. You're just like, wow, I just want to have these again and again. And given there's only a couple of ingredients to it, it's something you can absolutely do. So let's roll these out. Wings are on. Let's get these things cooking. We'll see you in around about 15 minutes, but we need to cook a sauce. It's not that common that I actually do use the side burner, but today we are going to use it, and I'm going to use it a lot more. So yep, subscribe to that channel and we'll get that happening for you. But let's today get this on, fire it up, and this is going to cook our amazing sauce today. So the kicker is ghee butter. If you're not across this, it's a grass-fed, 100% pure, high smoke point, 250 degrees Celsius. So it does take a little bit for you to break down, but let me tell you, it is absolutely delicious when it comes to a hot wing sauce part of. So the other kicker and the most important part is obviously Frank's Red Hot. This stuff is unbelievable. I could drink it by the gallon, and I quite often do. But the kicker for this, it's 2 parts Frank Red Hot and 1 part ghee butter. So I've got a quarter cup. So we'll start with that. This is already getting a little bit hot. So if I go the quarter cup, there's a quarter cup of ghee in, which means I need 2 of these. So let's get 2 Frank Red Hots in to get the consistency right. It actually ends up giving you quite a lot of sauce, to be honest with you, but there's a kilo of wings, so it's probably pretty good. Maybe just a little something something for good measure. You never know. It does taste good, this sauce. So what we're going to do is just break down the ghee butter. Just keep giving it a bit of a stir until it's going to take a few minutes to get that heat in. Right now it's just about checking that sauce, giving it a stir. When the Frank's Red Hot gets to a certain temperature, and so does the ghee butter, it'll combine, and that's when your sauce is done. Some people do put like a garlic powder or vinegar, a little bit of vinegar in there. That's another option, but there's actually a bit of vinegar in the Frank's Red Hot, I believe, so I actually don't put any more in. I'll just let that do its thing. As that's heating up, we'll check the wings, give them a turn, see how they're looking. Chicken needs to get up to 75 degrees internal temp, which is about 167 Fahrenheit. In fact, it is 167 Fahrenheit. So what we'll do is we'll give these a cook. I always find it a little bit harder to just know visibly when they're ready without sauce. When you actually do buy the pre-marinated ones, that they actually, you can kind of just see the actual, because we're not used to cooking the completely raw chicken as we receive it. It is in fact harder to do, but we're almost there. We're going to keep turning these, getting them ready. Once they're getting close, and all we need to do, so we'll sear them off, then we'll chuck them up on to the rack, and then bring them to temperature, add the sauce, and we're nearly there. One thing you will want with this is a thermometer. If you haven't got one of these, I denied them for so long, I put it off, but then when I got it, I'm like, this is amazing. 75 degrees is what you're going to want one of your chicken wings at. If I do check one now, tongs, let's just have a quick look at, say, this one right here. Stick it in, don't hit the bone, because the bone will be heaps hotter than what it should be. We're at 63, so we are actually getting close. When these get to about 66, 67, I'll put them up on the rack just to lift that internal temperature to 75, add the sauce, boom, we're in. So I'm just going to give these their final sort of char, because I do like when they're just a touch burnt. That's just how I like them. So I will get them over just a little bit, only a couple more minutes, and then we'll move them up to the rack. Shut that lid. All right, it's good to go. Let's get them up on this rack, bring them to temp. They'd be pretty close anyway, but we can give them just that little bit of rest. Now they're up resting, we'll get our friend, our little trusty thermometer, and we're looking for 75, 73, something like that. That's all good. Let's chuck it in, see where we're sitting. See, these ones can actually, depending on where you get, sometimes you get a false reading. That was just 60 and then that's 67. So you do need to make sure you do get it into the actual chunk of the meat where this one is. And we're sitting, yeah, bang on 67 degrees. So that's actually perfect. We're just going to shut this now and wait till it's 75. While we're waiting just for that final few degrees to increase, we'll get back into this and bring that heat comes up. What happens is, once you do mix it, and if it does take a little bit longer or anything like that in the barbecue, you'll find that the ghee and the sauce will separate. So just before we wrap it up, I'll give it one final blend and get it looking good, because these wings will be minutes away. Not even. All right, they've got to be done. Final check. These will be ready. I guarantee it. Let's take a look. Chuck her in. Oh, we're just over 75. Boom. We'll take that. Too easy. Next thing's next. We'll turn that off, get that slow. We'll grab this back. Now, when you might have saw the start of the video, it was raw chicken in here. I have since washed it before we put the cooked chicken wings into the bowl. All right, first look. The cooked chicken wings. Here they are. Just absolutely raw as off the grill, cooked and completely plain. Now we'll get our sauce, which was 1 part ghee butter, 2 parts Frank's Red Hot. Give her a little turn, and then here, if you can see that, we'll just pour that over. Pour that over. Give it a twirl around. We'll let that soak in. The heat will, look at the steam coming off it. It's definitely hot. We can turn this off, by the way, while that's doing its thing. Shut the lid. Tell you what, they look and smell divine. Look at that steam coming off. These are completely coated. You can see that. Wow. Watch this. We'll get our big mammoth wood block and lay them out and get them ready for you. These are unbelievable. Chuck them on here. Put these here. Put these here. And we'll just give it, of course, the last of the sauce. Are you ready? Do you want to see? Yes, you do. These things are amazing. Trust me. You can do it. It's so easy. Fire up the barbie, make your sauce. Simple as that. Everyone will just think you're a gun chef. I ain't gatekeeping that secret any longer. It's all yours. Enjoy.